I'm the guy that did a show with Nylah Says that a couple people been doing the reaction videos. I believe that was like 3 days ago, and I want to do my reaction to that video. Now, initially, I had called into Nylah Says show and gave her my commentary or what my viewpoints on certain situation topics that she was having. However, then Nyla told me that if I want to do a one-on-one video with her, she told me take down her email and we do the video. Well, I did that, and that was initially it was supposed to be a face-to-face video, but she changed it. Then it was supposed to be a one-on-one debate. So when we got into the video, she brought Cynthia G in. And how can one person talk to two different people at one time with different topics? Like she gave me 3 minutes to respond to a point. But every time Nala and Cynthia G responds, they go to preaching for 20, 30 minutes. So I could never get my point across. So it looked like they defeated me. No, they did not. Only thing they was doing was over talking me, not letting me. She was basically controlling the narrative. Every time I had something to say, either she mute me or she and Cynthia G out talks me. And every time Cynthia G, I never liked the Cynthia G. I watched a couple of Cynthia G shows years ago, and to me, she's just a bitter, dickless bitch. Cynthia G just a bitter, dickless bitch. She used to go around telling black women that they need to be with white men and all this other stuff. Cynthia G had a white man, a couple of them. And what happened? They left her. So not only that she can't hang with black men, you can't hang with the men that you said that you trying to convince all of these black women to go run to. They don't like you. If y'all paid attention to Cynthia G, what man on the planet Earth would want to deal with a woman like that? Now, what I'm hearing, I heard that she was really born a man. Because it was kind of strange. When she got mad, the first thing she brought up was my penis. And she harped on that. Like, why is you talking about my penis? Like, that's not part of the conversation. At all. Are you a man? Were you born a man? So if you was born a man, that means you are a black man as well. You know, I couldn't. The conversation went left because I couldn't express my point. I was arguing between two bitter ass bitches. Arguing between two bitter bitches. And then I end up talking with her dude, Taz. He just like them. Taz to me, and I watched a lot of his content. I just started watching his content from that show. The last time I done that show, that's when I started watching his content. And what I had formulate about this man is he's a woman's bitch. He's the pookie that everybody talks about. He depreciates Nala's value. Only reason why women will follow that man because he's saying shit that women want to hear. You know, then he with this tough role guy. That man ain't dog. If you pay, I want to say this to you, Taz. Taz, you not that tough. You just talk tough. I see men like you all the time, and including myself. I had slaughtered men with my bare hands that act just like you. You don't have to put on no tough role to get your point across, to have a conversation. Because I notice how when I watch a couple of your videos, you you come off as you tough. And then you talking about you named yourself the GOAT. Who called you that? What type of, and you not intellectual at all. You sound just like those women. That's who you sound like. You the type of man that was raised around, you said, well, you had your mama and your daddy, but your daddy left when you was a teenager, they got divorced, and you stuck with your mom. You picked up you got a lot of female traits. You not masculine at all. I don't want people to listen to Taz thinking because he raising his voice, talking all tough, that he's masculine. No, that's not masculine at all. Actually, Taz is feminine just like, well, I couldn't call Cynthia feminine. They masculine. But Taz, you are feminine. And my initial before I came on that show, it wasn't to do all of that. It was supposed to have a civilized conversation. I didn't start getting disrespectful because until I was getting disrespected. One, they kept cutting me off. I could never get my point across. She didn't want to have no conversation. She wanted to scold me. And I wasn't listening to nothing that she was saying. When she brought Cynthia G on the show, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why Cynthia is on the show? It's supposed to be one-on-one. And then Cynthia kept cutting me off. I'm like, damn. I couldn't even get my point across at all. So that wasn't a conversation. Nylah, when she tell us men to call into her show or send us an email to do a debate, it's not a debate to a point where she actually want to learn something from her. Nylah says, if you wanted to have a debate between you and Cynthia, well, that's who that conversation should have been labeled as. You shouldn't add people on your show and bring this bitch on there like she's saying some shit. Cynthia wasn't saying nothing. All she was doing, over talking to me. Both y'all, you was allowing her to overtalk me, and I couldn't get my point across. And I didn't call in to speak with Cynthia. I called in to have a debate with you. You the one, it was your idea when I called your show the first time. It was your idea to do a one-on-one. Had I would have known you would have brought Cynthia G and all this other bullshit, I would have never done the show. I started to leave then. Because that was unfair. That was like a double team. Now I want to talk about, a lot of people, got upset when I said black women needed to be sacrificed. And I really believe that. That's my viewpoints. I'm entitled to have my own view, just like y'all say black men need to be eradicated and all that other bullshit. It seems like when black women got something against black men, they can sit up here and say all this foul shit about black men. But the moment a black man says some shit to them, now everybody talking about, oh, he wrong. Have y'all been listening to Nylah Says shows? Have y'all been listening to Cynthia Bitch shows? But y'all don't got a problem with women doing it. No, this is not that type of time. No, hell no. Black men do not gotta kiss no black bitch ass. I want to put that out there. Black men, you do not have to kiss no black bitch ass. If a black bitch want to go, let the bitch go. And what I was saying, got a little cold. When I was saying that black men needs to stop creating black women, we do. They talking about only black women womb could create black people. Are you nuts? Are you fucking nuts? They so smart that they stupid. Every time black women, if that was the case, why every time when black women do date outside a race, date a white man, get pregnant by a white man, how do that baby come out? The baby come out light. Black women never procreated with no other race of man and the baby come out jet dark. Come on now. Only black man can create black people. Cynthia was like, so you saying black people babies come from our dicks? Yes, they do. It's called our sperm. The land wouldn't be able to grow trees without the motherfucking seed. Period. The land wouldn't be able to grow trees without the fucking seeds. Just because you give birth, that don't mean that you more relevant than a man. No, you are not. Men created all people. My dick has plenty babies in there. I'm my mother's second child. I'm my dad's fifth child. If my dad would never had me, my mother would have never had me. Period. If my dad would never had sex with my mom, I would have never been birthed. See, the problem is we've been giving these women too much value because we was taught that since that welfare, they was in the house raising the families and all this shit by themselves. No, black women chose to be by themselves. In fact, you could go. I know plenty of people don't heard the same shit where black women purposely chose not to have men. They even doing it now, where they do not want a relationship with the dads. When the dads be trying to be there, like, okay, let's be a family. No, these black bitches do not want to be no fucking family. These black bitches want to depend on the government. These black bitches replace the leadership for the welfare. Black man leadership for welfare. That's a fact. How could you combat that?